in the middle of the presentation, feel free to like pop your hand up. I think there's a way you can raise your hand. And so that way, if you have any questions, I can either answer them while I'm presenting or we can answer them afterwards if you want to hold on to them. But I'm totally fine with having it more of a back and forth conversation where it's like, as I present something, you guys ask a question. Okay, alrighty. And if everyone can mute for a second, I think there's like a microphone going a little rogue. Okay. Metabolism, what is it? How does it work? And is yours broken? All right, so metabolism, what is it exactly? So it's basically all the little chemical reactions in your body that keeps you running. So it's metabolism's job to just keep you alive and functioning. It will break down the food and use it as energy, and it uses that energy to power everything you do. Moving, thinking, breathing, sleeping, complaining, anything that you're doing in life, that is your metabolism fueling that. And it also builds and repairs your body's like muscle tissues, skin, and cells. So metabolism is basically what you can thank your body for living. How does your metabolism work? It has two main parts. So it has catabolism and anabolism. So catabolism is when your body is breaking down food, like carbs, fats, and proteins to release energy. And anabolism is when it builds and repairs things in the body, like muscle tissues and enzymes. And then this is kind of what you'll hear bodybuilders say a lot. They'll be like, oh, I'm going catabolic right now. I need some protein. And this is kind of what they're meaning is like their body is breaking down. And so they need to be anabolic to build it back up. And so if you hear bodybuilders say anything like that, it's like, oh, I'm going catabolic or, oh, I'm anabolic right now. Then this is kind of what they're meaning as far as that goes. However, I think they kind of have an over-exaggerated view of what catabolism is. So with catabolic, like it's good to be catabolic because your body needs to break down things like carbs, fats, and proteins so that way it can use it for energy, but they just don't want it to be too catabolic. So if there is no rebuilding after the tearing down, then that's when it becomes a problem, and that's when bodybuilders are like nervous about being catabolic. So that's kind of how that works. So is your metabolism broken? Is your metabolism broken? So basically your metabolism can't break. It can be slower and it can be faster unless you're dead. So if you're dead, then yeah, your metabolism is broken because there's no reason why your metabolism needs to be going because nothing is functioning in your body. So your metabolism is not broken, but it can be slow and it can be fast. So what causes a slow metabolism? So it just means that your body is burning fewer calories. So a few things that cause that is age, the amount of muscle mass you have on your body's size, your genetics, hormones, a low calorie intake can help slow down your metabolism, and then lack of movement. So a lot of things that we focus on in this program is to help you naturally speed up your metabolism, and so that you do have a healthy metabolism. With age, a lot of people blame age for having a slow metabolism. However, just because you're older doesn't mean that your metabolism needs to slow down. So with age, typically people will start moving around less and less as they get older because they're not as active as they were in their teen years or in their 20s, or maybe they get a desk job, so they're sitting down more, so they're not moving around as much. Maybe their kids are a little bit older, so they're not chasing them around. Maybe they're more just like sitting down at games and that's how they interact with their kids. So as you get older, if you stay active and you stay doing all of the things that we're going to talk about next, your metabolism can actually be healthier than somebody who's sedentary in their 20s. So just because you get older doesn't mean that your metabolism has to slow down. It just typically, more people as they age slow down in general. As far as muscle mass goes, if you don't have any muscle mass, your body doesn't have to like fuel it as much because it doesn't have as much muscle to fuel. So that will just naturally slow down your metabolism because it just doesn't have anything to fuel. So that's why we want you to keep building muscle so we can keep fueling your body. Body sizes. So smaller bodies burn fewer calories than larger ones. So I feel so bad for my clients who are like around 5 foot because they just have to have a smaller amount of calories to be in a calorie deficit. It's just because they're a smaller person, so their body takes less energy to support itself. So keep in mind that I wouldn't compare your macros with somebody else's, because everybody's bodies are different, and the size of your body does play a role in how many calories you need to survive. Genetics, some people are just naturally burn energy more slowly, so that's something that you can't super control, but you can control all the other factors. Hormones, issues with thyroid, insulin, or other hormones can slow things down. So that's the reason why, like, if you are doing everything that we tell you to do and you're not seeing any change, that's when we will push you to go get your hormones tested and see if there is something going on that we are not able to fix with our program. So that way we can make sure that everything hormonally is right too. But typically, actually in 99.999% of cases, if you just start doing the basics, then your metabolism will speed up and your body will start responding well. Rarely ever is it an actual hormone issue. So yeah. Low calorie intake. So if you're eating too many calories for too long, your body is going to try to conserve that energy, because it's just not getting enough energy to survive and function. So if you've ever underate for an extended period of time, then you probably aren't thinking as clearly. You probably have a little bit more brain fog. You probably are low energy, a little bit more lethargic, and that is your body's metabolism slowing down to help conserve the energy. So that's why we need to make sure that you are getting enough energy, that your body is feeling good and it's able to function properly. And then of course, lack of movement. If you're not moving around, your body isn't going to be burning calories. So here is how to speed up your metabolism. So you can't completely change your metabolism. There are those key factors that go into place, like age, genetics, body size, and composition. Those are the things that you can't really change, but you can do things to help boost it a little bit and support it. So building muscle. The more muscle you have on your body, the more calories you burn at rest. And so that's why we really focus on weight training in this program. We want you to have more muscle, not just because of all the healthy benefits that your body gets from having more muscle, and not just to look good. It also helps increase your metabolism, so that way your body's functioning better as well. Staying active. So that's why we set a step goal for you guys to push you to move more throughout the day. So that way you're burning more calories throughout the day. So like walking, stretching, taking the stairs, everything like that keeps your calorie burn higher. So that's why we do set that step goal for you. And then eating enough protein. So let's say you have 1,000 calories of carbs and 1,000 calories of protein, and you eat both of those. You will burn more calories just by eating the 1,000 calories of protein versus the 1,000 calories of carbs, because protein is a little bit more complex of a macronutrient for your body to break down. So it does take more energy to break that down. And it also burns more calories just to eat protein. So protein can help speed up your metabolism because it does help you burn more calories just by digesting it. So that's why we really, really focus on pushing you to get enough protein, not just because protein plays a role in literally every single cell in your body, but it also helps you burn more calories just by eating more protein versus carbs or fats. Okay, so don't overly restrict your calories, kind of what I talked about on the last slide. Your body does need energy to survive. So it feels good, it can regulate its hormones and stuff like that. So we need to make sure that you have like a baseline of energy coming in so your body can function properly. Your body is good at adapting. So if you're under eating for extended periods of time, it'll just slow things down. And so that way it can help it survive. So we don't want to overly restrict our calories, but we do want to find a place for our fat loss clients where you're burning more calories than what you're eating every single day. Good sleep can help speed up your metabolism. So that's why we really push you guys to get at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. Poor sleep kind of messes with your hormones, which helps regulate your metabolism. So that's why we really, really, really push you for sleep, so that way your hormones can be regulated, and so it can help with your metabolism. And also while you sleep, that's when your body is kind of rebuilding itself, and that will help you burn more calories at rest as well. And then also staying hydrated. So water is needed for the chemical reactions to keep your metabolism running. So with staying hydrated, you probably notice if you've been dehydrated for like an extended period of time, you kind of have, hold on, let's let somebody in. All right, so if you've been dehydrated for an extended period of time, then you've probably noticed that your body has a little bit more brain fog, you're not thinking as clearly, and you're lethargic and you're slow. That's because your body is also trying to preserve itself, and your metabolism slows down because it doesn't have the water that's needed to help with all of that chemical breakdown. So that's another reason why staying hydrated is so good, and that's why we focus on you guys hitting your water goals. So the big metabolism takeaway. So metabolism is how your body turns food into energy, and it uses it to keep you alive and moving. And just keep in mind, you can't totally change your metabolism, but you can support it by developing healthy habits and maintaining them long-term on a consistent basis. So the whole point of our program and our coaching program is to help you develop healthy habits that you can maintain for the rest of your life. So that way you can have a healthy metabolism and you don't have to worry about hormonal issues and stuff like that, but you can just live long, healthy lives. And then think of your body like an engine. The better you take care of it, the better it runs. And then focus on daily habits, not those little quick fixes, and your metabolism will start working for you instead of against you. Okay, we'll answer any questions on metabolism after we announce the giveaway winner. But the winner of the August challenge is, drumroll. Oh, you guys are muted. It's Lindsay. Congrats, Lindsay.
Thank you. That's awesome. That's my win for the week now.
Woo, there we go. Yeah, you're gonna love these. Have you ever used Caraway before?
I have not.
Okay, so they're really awesome. They're like the, I don't know how they compare it, like the iPhone or Tesla of like pots and pans. Like they're very premium, and I've been using them for like 2 months now, a month or two, and they're just so awesome. Like you're gonna love them, and yeah. So
Oh,
thanks.
I'm excited. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm excited for you. And so after this call, just send me your address, your updated address, full name, and then I'll have them send that to you. But I just want to say thanks for Caraway Pots and Pans for sponsoring the August challenge, because